What is up, everyone? I'm back and I'm just ended that video and I'm gonna come over here and film this other house. Anyway, I'm at the other house now. This house looks just as old and like honestly falling apart as the first one. I think that this house is a little bigger, so I just want to jump in, get some awesome shots for you, hopefully include history and get a ton of shots just for all you guys to enjoy. As you can see, the house is right here behind me. Honestly, it kind of looks weird. Like there's an entrance here and here. It's like a mini door and a big door. Surprisingly, for being like a boarded up house and just old and honestly not in the best condition, I really do like this house. I find it really cool looking. It's all wood and it's boarded up, but it has like two back sections that look awesome. And it's a tall house and it's bigger than the house in the last video. Do you see what I mean when I say there's a door here and then you come over to this side and this is like a little deck with a door in it also? I don't know what the purpose of this was, but I think that's a pretty odd design. This is the right side of the house. At least this one's balanced, unlike the last one. At least there's 4 windows. But you can see it's just kind of like a dull looking house. It's like a plain looking house. I guess that's how houses kind of were back then. I mean, I can't say that. I could only imagine what this looked like back in the day. I'm sure it was like a beautiful home. But this is what I'm sure you guys are looking for. This is the main entrance. And again, I guess that was normal to have 2 entrances. There's a door there with an awning and a door there with like a little awning. You can see it's a lot bigger than the other house, but it kind of looks similar. They still have an old floor mat out here with like cages. I honestly don't know what that's for. That looks like an animal cage. It's kind of odd, but look at this old, it looks like, look at the old detail up and under some of these houses. This house kind of looks like a movie prop, like set up for like a haunted house, like a scary movie. That's what this house looks like. That old wood, like falling apart with like chipped paint, is like creepy. It's all sagging. It looks like it's like falling right back into the ground. I'm telling you, in person, this looks like it could be on a Hollywood set. This is the far right side of the house. Something that's cool. They still got some American flags hanging here. I think that's definitely pretty cool. The flags are all kind of tangled up and broken, honestly, but they still are in the air and they're still waving a little bit. But that's awesome. Like, these flags are still here since the house, and you can see how deteriorated the house is. The flags are almost as deteriorated as that. For these two, for the last video and this house, surprisingly, besides like a little bit of trash, like the property's not too bad. The grass is all overgrown and not maintained, but I mean, besides like a little bit of trash just from people probably throwing out their windows, these places aren't like all wrecked up like a lot of places are. Like, there's no spray paint. These are kind of taken care of just because it's in a nice neighborhood. There's not really kids like ransacking this place. They just kind of, it's kind of just here. It's just aging, just sitting here. Look how dope it is. It's like just rotting, which is like sad, but it is also pretty cool. It's like this house probably has so much history. I wonder what the family was like. They probably played in the yard over here back in the day. There's probably kids running around. I don't know. I think that stuff's pretty cool. Besides some of the history I'm going to be able to pull up, nobody will ever really know like who lived here, what did they do in their spare time, like all these little things. If there was kids, was there kids who played here? Like, besides the house, what did the neighborhood look like back then? Like, I'm sure all these stores behind the camera weren't here, because this house looks pretty dang old. The weather is amazing out. It feels so good to be exploring in this nice weather. If you guys are enjoying the video, I'm gonna go ahead while I have a second. If you guys can even hear me, because they're like cutting trees down over there, it's super loud. I'm gonna walk over here. But if you guys, while I have a second, I'm gonna shout out people who turned on my post notifications by clicking the bell. If you click the bell and turn on my post notifications, I will shout you out. I will put your name on the screen for all you guys to see. So for everyone who did turn it on since my last video, here are your names right now. I'm trying to get everyone. There's a ton of people who are doing it, which is amazing. I love that. It means the most, so thank you guys so much for doing that. I opened up a Patreon page, which is like a donation site, but you get rewarded based off what you donate. So if you donate this amount, I'll give you a prize for this. If you donate this amount, there's like other prizes. So it's kind of like a cool way to donate. You're not just giving away money, you are getting gifts, which some of them are even like free merch and stuff when my stuff comes in. So go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna link that in the description, and I'll put the link on the screen right now. So go ahead and click on that. Anything helps and it means the world. But I'm gonna dive right back into this video and show you guys what you really wanna see, the rest of this house. This house, unlike the first, actually has a lot bigger of a yard, and it's not as close to the road. It is like uncomfortably close, but I would hate to have a road this close to my house. But as you can see, this metal roof is still kind of holding up. I'm sure that actually helped with the aging of this house, probably kept it stronger. But this house is more sturdier than the last. The other one was falling apart, so is this one, but this one looks like I could actually, like, if I went inside, I would be able to stand on the floors. The other house, there was just no way. I have like these weird bugs from this grass. They keep jumping on me and biting me. I honestly have no clue what they are. And the one actually kind of stung pretty bad. So I'm gonna leave that area. I have no clue what that was. In the high grass, they were like hopping up on me and biting me. I had to keep smacking them off. People probably thought I was crazy. I'm like smacking my arm out in the middle of a field next to an abandoned house. But I'm back on the calm. This is like the calm side of the house. It's a lot more quiet over here. The flags, and this side's kind of surrounded by trees. There's actually a mailbox right there in the ground. So I guess this would have been some sort of driveway. Maybe the driveway was over here. I'm not really sure where the driveway would have been, but hopefully you guys do enjoy this house. I hope that there's history behind it so I can overlay for all you guys to see. I know you guys are liking the history, but I do think that this is sort of towards the end of the video, and I am gonna wrap this up. I wanna get more shots, and I know these last two videos might have been a little quicker, but I do think that it was worth documenting and putting up. I think that you guys will still at least enjoy this a little bit. So I'm just gonna get more shots and then wrap it up. Thanks so much to everybody again for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Follow my social media links. I'm gonna put them in the description below, and they're on screen right now. Everybody, please turn on my post notifications by clicking the bell. That means the most. You will get notified as soon as I post a video. All you have to do is click it one time and you're good forever. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys did enjoy this house. It was fun to get out here and explore on this nice weather. Hopefully you guys are starting to enjoy some of this summer weather, I guess you could say. Check out the Patreon, follow me on all my social medias, yada yada yada, all this stupid stuff I always say. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Later.